Thank you. Today I'll be evaluating Nancy's speech. Nancy, your speech about your mother's dream trip, I'm pretty sure is mine too. I thought overall your speech had very clear structure. You had an opening explaining your mother's wanderlust, the body obviously explaining your trip, the leading up to it and actually having it, and the ending about how you satiated your mother's need to fulfill her bucket list, as evidenced by the picture of her sleeping towards the end, and the wanderlust that she's imparted on your daughter. I thought you did great with your vocal variety. Not too many people move in their presentations. You had great gestures, even with the limited amount of space, using crisscross here, pointing to some things on your screen, and your descriptive wording. When you explain, example, the glacier and how you wanted to hear that glacier falling down, and you gave like a I probably didn't explain it right because I don't know how glaciers sound when they come down. But you mentioned today that your goal was to focus on eye contact. Now, I thought the use of the background allowed you to look more directly at the monitor, and the multiple images allowed your story to flow nicely so that you could present without the use of notes. I believe you really enjoyed this trip, and as this speech happened to be a little bit more fast-paced than some of your previous speeches. But what I would suggest maybe is to hold more eye contact, would be use pauses. Use those pauses to look directly into that camera and bring people in with you. Another option or suggestion with Zoom, when you're sharing your screen, you have this option to mirror my video. There are a couple instances when you accidentally pointed in the wrong direction at first. If you uncheck that mirror my video, then you'll be watching what you're doing, and you can follow along with the video that you're directly looking at to kind of help with that when you're presenting virtually. Lastly, I would mention that you were a little and intentionally off shift from the camera. So you're off to this side. One of the things they mentioned, they being, I don't know, speakers, is that you should always keep your shoulders square with the camera, especially when you're presenting online. You did a lot of this when you're presenting. And I get that's to draw the audience into your picture, but it's detracting from you and it's detracting from your speech. Overall, I would say you did meet your goal with improving your eye contact. And sorry, I don't have Lynn pinned. 1 second. Okay, I didn't know my timing. You weren't on my camera. But I would say that your eye contact was great. It's something that is kind of hard to judge with the virtual meetings. As I can't tell if you're staring at yourself or you're actually looking at people. But the good thing is that you know your head's not darting along, your eyes aren't darting to different screens, right? So it was definitely an improvement. And I would say that I was easily engaged with your speech. I loved all of the images that you shared. You were very unperturbed with having to manage so many transitions, which you had a lot of transitions. And I just want to say thank you for sharing your mom's dream trip and allowing us to dream a little bit ourselves.